Your accurate First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Matt Rudkin.
All season long, I've been bragging about the lights up here in St. Joe. I love them on the bluff, and they look pretty nice with some snow. Unfortunately, it's just really cold to get out there and enjoy them. No advisories or warnings for us. There is a winter weather advisory out west for lake effect snow. Big. I would call it a blizzard at this point for some locations. Here's the radar imagery. This thing's exploded as it pushes east. The entire state of New York and Pennsylvania dealing with major snow. Our friends in southern Indiana, Columbus is right about here and Seymour is right about there. Between the two cities, there are blizzard conditions with 2 to 3 inches of snow an hour and 40-mile-an-hour winds. I-65 between Indy and Louisville essentially shut down for a while. This is pretty neat to see too. Textbook classic, what we call wind convergence, when wind direction ends up in the same area. So you get the northeast wind here, northwest here. That is perfect for one solid band of lake effect snow, and I would suspect that continues to really develop tonight. It should stay in Chicago and northwest Indiana. Over the past 24 hours, there's our system. It moved out of here by about 2-3 o'clock, and ever since then we've been dealing with the blowing snow. And again, those of you in South Bend, Elkhart, LaPorte, surrounding communities, not much snow, not a huge impactful event. Up in Michigan and our southern counties, it was a huge storm, and it still is impacting you, especially south where you got all the farm fields and the wind. Conditions will improve, but it's going to take till about midday tomorrow before these winds start to subside. Look at that cold air continuing to bleed in. Temperatures out there right now in the lower to middle teens. Wind sustained anywhere from 15 to 20 miles an hour, and that's why those east and west roads, especially down here in the south, are giving you headaches tonight. Wind chill values now below zero in many locations, and they'll continue to fall probably to about 10 below zero as we head towards tomorrow morning. There's that intense band of lake effect snow. Everywhere else should see some sunshine, if not a lot of it, tomorrow. But if you travel between home and Chicago or vice versa tomorrow, you got to get through this thing, and it's going to be tough as you head towards, especially, well, honestly, all day, especially by the afternoon and evening. This thing eventually gives way to quiet conditions by Monday. 1 to 2 inches west of US 35. Once you get towards Valpo, Chesterton, Portage, Porter, Gary, Hammond, somewhere in here is going to get a foot of snow, and I would guess between Valpo and Gary. But be careful if you're driving to or from Chicago. Otherwise, the rest of us, really quiet. We should get a lot of sunshine, but if you look west, you'll see that band of clouds for sure. There's the cold air we're going to deal with. It's pretty short-lived, though. We moderate by Tuesday, but watch what happens late week. Another chunk of cold air comes through. That gets out of here. Another chunk comes through by early the following week. So this cold and active pattern is sticking around at least through the first chunk of February. This winter is here. It's going to stay for a bit. Temperatures hopefully 10 tomorrow. We'll get some sunshine, but with the snow that's on the ground, that sunshine's reflected back into space, so we don't really absorb the energy and warm up too much. Even colder tomorrow, well below zero. Wind chill values Monday morning, probably 15, maybe 20 degrees below zero. Again, we moderate and stay pretty active. One thing I want to talk about real quick is a total lunar eclipse tomorrow. This is really neat, where our planet is between the sun and the moon, so our planet's shadow overtakes the moon. It will start around 9:30 Eastern time. You'll look up and you'll see it. You'll see the curvature of Earth, its shadow, take over the light on the moon. It's really, really neat. And by about 11:50 Eastern, the entire shadow is over the moon. It'll look really deep red. It's something else.
Nice.
And it's really cool to educate your kids about this, get them excited about science. The weather looks great. Sky should be clear, unless you're watching from Valpo or Chesterton, but it is going to be cold.
Okay, yeah,
so bundle up and get the earmuffs out, all that good stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.